Hey guys, you guys are watching C3S Garage, and in today's video I have a very special video. We're going to be setting up and installing our new Mangoal's Sentry Dash Cam for our Porsche Macan 2021. As you know, we do have a Tesla that comes with like a million different cameras, so we figured it was only natural for us to add a specific camera to our Porsche Macan because as advanced as these vehicles are, they do not come with any type of sentry mode or any security cameras to keep you safe when you're not around. Looking at the camera itself, and you get a 4K image with Ultra HD 2160p video, built-in Wi-Fi, loop recording, and G sensor, which means that the G sensor will activate if there's any accident, as well as a 1080p loop video and G sensor recording for your rear as well. I found the installation on this not as difficult, but just time consuming. All you have to do is we're going to start by removing the first cover. This cover is in two pieces. You must remove two of them before removing the rear view mirror. Next, we're going to remove our rear view mirror. You need a little bit of force on this one as this is being held up by a couple of clips, but once it pops off, there is a cable for your dimmer. We will be disconnecting this cable later for your main connection as this is your main plug-in for your rear view camera and your front camera. Next, we're gonna gently pry open the main compartment. Be careful as your safety camera is that gray box that you see there, so we wanna be very careful when removing this. I went ahead and removed the cover from the passenger airbag light or warning to have more space to work. You can leave this or you can take it off. I suggest taking it off so you can take the safety camera off with nothing obstructing it. And as you can see, removing this camera did not take any effort. This is your safety camera. This is for automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane assist, pedestrian detection, you name it. It's got a ton of information. Just be careful when removing this. And don't mind the blue finger. I cut myself in the making of this dangerous video. So there you have it. But essentially what's happening is we're going to go ahead and remove the dimmer switch or the plug from the main compartment and plug in our bypass from Mangoal. The purpose of this dual cable is to give access to energy to your camera as well as to keep your dimmer mirror working properly. When connecting this to the main area, as you guys can tell, there is a small cover in black that's noted there. And that cover needs to be pried just a tiny bit for you to be able to plug in the cable accordingly. And once you plug everything in, you should see a little blue light on your camera. This means that the camera is working and that everything's connected correctly. After this, you can just go ahead and fit the cable back to make sure that your dimmer mirror stays kind of even without any cables or wires just hanging out or dangling. We're gonna go ahead and reposition our automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane assist, lane departure warning, whatever else, back in its place. And it's simply just a clip-on portion, and then we're gonna put our camera back into the compartment. Again, be careful with this. All you have to do is connect it, and you're gonna go ahead and set it in position. We're gonna press forward and up. You gotta hear a couple of clips going in, and that means that the camera is fully secure then. And again, this does not take any effort or anything. Next, we're gonna go ahead and connect our safety airbag warning next to the panel, and we're gonna go ahead and start kind of installing everything back. Make sure that this cover, it's not moving. Make sure that everything is secured and there's no cables kind of dangling around. In this next portion, we're gonna go ahead and reconnect the camera and we're gonna start setting everything back up. As always, make sure you're tucking in all your cables. Make sure that there are no wires or cables exposed as this will be very annoying and it will create rattles and noises in your car. Installing the rear view mirror, I think it's the hardest part. So you have to kind of jam it in there and twist it back to make sure that the clips are locked into place. So that way the mirror doesn't move around. And I almost forgot, but we do need to feed the back cable for the rear camera through the side of this. So I went ahead and pry open the back portion once again, or the plate, and we're gonna go ahead and feed the cable around it for the rear view camera only. The safety camera that we're installing from Mangoal does require a little bit of calibration. So once you install it, make sure that you get onto your app and then you start looking to where the camera is pointing at to make sure that it's calibrated towards the front. I had this issue and it was super easy to correct, so you'll see this at the end. As I mentioned earlier, we're gonna go ahead and add the cable to the side of this panel and through the roof of your car or the ceiling of your car. And that way we can connect it to the rear view camera. Setting the wire for the rear view camera is probably the most tedious and annoying portion of all. I went ahead and pried open the panel for the liftgate to make sure that we can feed the cable through the inside of the car as well as the weather strip, and then through the inside of the rear C pillar, through the B pillar, and then to the A pillar. This is a tedious work and it's gonna take you some time. Your nails are gonna hurt. But again, we don't want any cables exposed. We want to make sure that everything looks clean and like if it was an OEM product. As you guys can tell, I fed everything through the panels. I went ahead and pried open pretty much everything in here and fed the cable all the way through, all the way to the main camera. I would also point out that just be gentle with this. The weather stripping is fragile and it could break and rip, and you don't want that as you may cause leaks. You also want your panels to be pushed in once you fed the cable through, as there could cause any creaks or any type of little squeaks in the car. Make sure that everything's properly secure and clipped into your car. And again, for the last pillar, I just wanted to kind of point out where the cable went through. You do have enough cable for this, but make sure that you measure accordingly. I went ahead and left a little bit of a gap of cable. Notice that on the rear view camera, and that's because when the lift gate opens up, the cable pressures and pulls. So make sure you leave a little bit of space in between so that way the cable don't pull the camera and the camera falls off from your windshield. This camera is also adjustable, so you can move it up and down depending on where you put it. So you don't worry about putting it wrong or having it in the wrong placing, as you can move it up and down to make sure that you get the perfect view. I went ahead and tweaked this after. You'll see at the end how it looks. I think it's a good view for this car. And I have to say, I've seen quite a few different dash cams in the market as well as stores. I was on the lookout for this for a while, and I have to say this one's by far the best one I've seen. It not only looks OEM, but it just looks so well with the car. It hides pretty well, especially at night. It is hard to see, and it records all the time. It records at night and it records during the day. It also has a loop video, which means it's constantly looping on recordings. And the best part is that you can see all this directly from your phone. Now, to install the application, all you have to do is look at your booklet from Mangoal. You'll see that there's an app or a QR code called Skycam. All you have to do is install it, go to the procedures, and you're pretty much done. Once again, and to conclude, I believe this is the best camera that you can get for your money. It looks great, it matches the car, and the quality is extremely good. As you guys can tell, my camera was a little bit off to the side, so I went ahead and kind of calibrated after. Looking at the rear camera, this view is amazing. The windshield in the rear, it is a little bit dirty. I am so sorry for that, but it does look amazing. And like I said, it records all the time. So I do believe that this is an amazing product. I simply wanted to thank Mangoal for providing us with this product. Thank you guys for watching, and please do get this product, as this is pretty much a Sentry mode on steroids for your Porsche. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.